and I wouldn't go back. There's no regrets at all. Again, the investment paid for itself, and the amount of clarity and confidence I got out of it is well worth the price, even if I never got more clients from it. Like literally the clarity and confidence is worth the investment. Before I joined 90 Day Pipeline, I had hit this sort of slump. Like I had invested in other programs. I had some success. I'd had, over 10K months. Like I had seen that what I offer works. I had had some wins, but I had reached this point of plateauing and feeling confused what my next steps were, kind of not feeling as inspired about what I was doing and trying to get to the next level without really even knowing what that was or what to do or what I was doing wrong. And it felt like I was kind of marketing to the wrong people. It felt like I was spending all my time on Instagram. And there's this whole world of LinkedIn and business to business that I hadn't really tapped into. And I had been receiving Ahmad's emails for, I think I quantified this for like 2 months. And there's something about his system, something about the email follow-up, and just the whole brand and methodology that was really intriguing to me. And so I felt like it was the right thing to at least inquire. I knew that I needed to make some sort of shift in my business. I knew I knew enough that it was about my positioning and my branding, but I didn't have all that exact language. Like even positioning, it felt like a vague thing before. Now it's so much clearer of what it is. And going through even the first couple modules was really radically transformative. Just this idea of goal setting and this idea of positioning and the way that the program packages everything up, it was pretty apparent that I had made a good investment, like right out the gate. Because again, I have invested in myself. I invested in my business other times. So I knew the road. I had traveled the road to some extent, and it wasn't like I had achieved everything I wanted to. And so this time it was like going down the road with a satellite image GPS, with little comments about every aspect of the journey. And it just felt so clear, so laid out for me. And the kinds of questions that were being asked of me, like unlocked a ton of insights about myself and my business and what I was trying to do. And it really felt like the missing piece. And it felt so supportive of what I was trying to do. And so, I mean, where is my business after even not finishing the program, but just being like a couple months in? I'm magnetizing clients to me. I regularly receive DMs and requests to book strategy sessions with me and to work with me and my production services on my company. And, tons of new network growth and good allies and partners. I would say probably the biggest change is not as much about my business as it is about me. Like the amount of confidence I have now when pitching, when selling proposals, when speaking with new clients, and even saying no to certain people. I just have so much more confidence in myself, in my value, in what I'm bringing. And it's really helped me to get a view of the market that I didn't have before. I didn't know what it looked like. I didn't know how big it was. I didn't know the kinds of deals that were made and the prices that people were charging. And so it really opened my eyes to what I could do, which is ultimately helping me to solve bigger problems for people, which feels really good and fulfilling. So not only charge more, but like solve more important problems. And that's been really massive. I think I posted about this in the Slack channel. The CDIs was extremely important, and the goal setting practice. So I can't really separate the two, because on one hand, the goal setting just forced me to get clear on what I was trying to do, which is what I think I was lacking a little bit. I was doing a lot in a lot of directions. The goal setting helped me to know what I need to be doing at each step. But then equally, the CDIs and this whole new world of like, okay, I can reverse engineer an offer by interviewing people, which is what I do anyway. So it was sort of like it connected what I was already doing to value and to a profit making engine. And yeah, so I think the combination of those two, goal setting and then customer development interviews, were pretty mind blowing. 100% I have made back my investment, which is fantastic, right? To be able to do that in a very like tangible way. I think sometimes you can make back your investment, but it's not as tangible, or it takes a really long time. But like cash in, I've made back my investment, which feels just epic to know that the system is so dialed in. The support network is so amazing in the program. So the revenue before was a little bit more spotty, and I didn't have pipeline. The revenue now, while it's not like, oh, now I'm making 100K a month, I actually maybe got clear that I don't want to be making 100K a month because of the goal setting. I got clear on what I'm trying to do. What's happened is I've had a lot more organic people coming to me. My pipeline is absolutely growing. So I actually have a long line and list of people who potentially want to work with me, or I can nurture to want to work with me. And I've made my investment back. And then what it's done for my client base that I already had, this is what's interesting to me, is it's allowed me to change the way I'm pricing and working with current clients. So it may not be just new business coming in. It's allowed me to restructure what I'm doing with current clients and earn more. And again, solve bigger problems for them that are more valuable. So it's definitely been I kind of am seeing it as one of the better business investments I've made in my own business, was joining 90 Day Pipeline for sure. It gave me a set of tools, a support network, and tangible results that show me that it was a absolutely outstanding investment. I had kind of dabbled in LinkedIn and tried posting stuff, but I was really not getting much, if any, results. I think in the entire time I used LinkedIn, I had found one client from it. As soon as I adjusted my profile according to what 90 Day Pipeline had instructed, I started to receive DMs about people interested in working with me. As soon as I implemented some of the outreach techniques, and as soon as I started posting more aligned content, I received a lot more. And I also just received a lot more network growth in general, and that pipeline, that idea of pipeline, there's a lot of people now that I could follow up with, that I could reach out to. And it gave me, again, that idea of like, okay, well, even if it's not like I need to be in this urgency mode to close everyone I just met right now. It's like, maybe that's 90 days from now. So it gave me a big boost in terms of how many people I am connected with on LinkedIn, but also how many people I'm nurturing on LinkedIn. Why are you on the fence? What are your goals? What are you really trying to achieve? Do you think that the program can't help you achieve those? What is the thing keeping you on the fence? Because maybe there's value there, but the truth is like, if you know that you want to grow as a consultant, if you know that you want to be able to pitch your services to larger companies than you're currently doing, if you want just greater clarity around your offer, or if you want to design a kick-ass offer and you want to meet incredible people, then 90 Day Pipeline is absolutely an incredible opportunity. One of the things you may not even understand about it is how many incredible coaches and consultants you get to work with within the program. And so you have this massive roundtable of advisors around you and your business available to help you get to the next level. So what would be keeping you back from that? Slower, just not as fast. Maybe get there eventually, figure it out myself, or give up. I don't know what would have happened if I didn't join the 90 Day Pipeline program, but I know what has happened because of it, and I wouldn't go back. There's no regrets at all. Again, the investment paid for itself, and the amount of clarity and confidence I got out of it is well worth the price, even if I never got more clients from it. Like, literally, the clarity and confidence is worth the investment. And if I hadn't joined, I don't think I would have built the offer that I'm so excited about now that's getting me the most traction in some ways. It's just given me this epic tool belt and language and orientation into the B2B world that I didn't have. And so it's like I'm shortcutting years of trial and error. I'm just getting tips from the pros of how to interact in this space. That's really, it's helping me be more in alignment ultimately. I don't have to be like too starry-eyed and freaked out about these big companies. It's more like I can just get in there and do the service that I'm here to do and create results without tripping out too much about how big the company is, or I don't know the thing. It's given that confidence. So I think if I didn't join the program, it would have taken me a lot longer to get that level of confidence.